Wonderful, whimsical writing. 3 hilarious pieces to make you smile. So, in this video, I'll have 3 poems, which are called Jabberwocky, Bagels, and Pretty Ugly. So, you might have seen some of these before, but even if you have seen one, I invite you to keep watching because all of these poems are really interesting and funny. So, the first one is Jabberwocky. This is basically the most famous example of nonsense verse, and it's made by Lewis Carroll, taken from Through the Looking Glass. Lewis Carroll was the pen name of Charles Lutwidge Dodgson, who's both an author and a mathematician, and his most famous work is Alice in Wonderland, which is basically the tale of a girl who falls down a rabbit hole into a world of bizarre logic. So basically, the idea is where Carroll invents completely new words to form a poem, and it goes, "'Twas brillig in the slithy toves, did gyre and gimble in the wabe, all mimsy were the borogoves, and the momraths outgrabe. Beware the jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the jubjub and shun the frumious bandersnatch. He took his vorpal sword in hand, long time the man's foe he sought. So rested he by the tum-tum tree, and stood a while in thought. And as an uffish thought he stood, the jabberwock with eyes of flame came whiffing through the toogly wood, and burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, and through, the vorpal blade went snicker-snack. He left it dead, and when its head he went galumphing back. And hast thou stayed the Jabberwock? Come to my arms, my beamish boy. O frabjous day, callooh, callay, he chortled in his joy. 'Twas brillig, in the slithy toves, did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogoves, and the momraths outgrabe. So basically, this poem can be interpreted in many ways. This is the Jabberwock, and I hope you enjoy the humor, but the way I think of it is that this guy comes to kill this guy, and he kills it. That's basically all, but I really like it because it's very nice and it's very funny. So the next one is Bagels, or at least that's my name for it. And basically this is a completely different idea. All 3 poems are going to be completely different. This poem just repeats and repeats and repeats, and here's my version of it, but there are many. Well, you'll get it when you see the poem. So basically it goes, bagels. I love bagels. Bagels are round. The sun is round. The sun is yellow. Bananas are yellow. Bananas have spots. Spot lived a long, long life. Life? That's my favorite brand of cereal. One day my mom bought me a whole box of Life for just $10. $10? That's crazy. The last time I did something that crazy, they locked me in a circular square room called a swirkle. They only fed me bagels. And now basically you go down, right, and you read it like a normal poem, and you come back up. So after you have, and they only fed me bagels. Bagels? I love bagels, and this goes on infinitely, and there's really no end to it. Also, another thing, you can basically start anywhere. Like, if you start the sun is round, the sun is yellow, bananas, you'll still go round and round because it'll always repeat. And I really like this one because it's very humorous, and it was basically just a meme that got popularized. But there are many versions of it, like you said, and this is just one. So the final one is called Pretty Ugly. It's made by Abdullah Shoaib, and it's known as a reverse poem. And so read it and see if you can find out why. So basically it goes, pretty ugly. I'm very ugly, so don't try to convince me that I'm a very beautiful person, because at the end of the day, I hate myself in every single way. And I'm not going to lie by myself by saying there is beauty inside of me that matters. So rest assured, I will remind myself that I am a worthless, terrible person, and nothing you say will make me believe I still deserve love. Because no matter what, I am not good enough to be loved, and I am in no position to believe that beauty does exist within me. Because whenever I look in the mirror, I always think, am I as ugly as people say? So what's the secret? Pause the video and you can think about it. Alright, so, well, Yeah. So basically, the idea is if you first can't find it, try reading it backwards. And when you read it backwards, you get the complete opposite meaning. So this is obviously just saying, I'm very ugly, I'm very ugly, I'm very ugly, I'm very ugly, and I don't care what you say, I'm still very ugly. But if you read it backwards, line to line, you get, am I as ugly as people say? Because whenever I look in the mirror, I always think beauty does exist within me, and that's already positive, instead of I'm very ugly. And continuing, it's, and I am in no position to believe that I am not good enough to be loved. You are good enough to be loved. Because no matter what, I still deserve love. And nothing you say will make me believe that I am a worthless, terrible person. So rest assured, I will remind myself there's beauty inside of me that matters. And I'm not going to lie to myself by saying I hate myself in every single way. Because at the end of the day, I'm a very beautiful person. So don't try to convince me that I'm very ugly. And this is like really interesting to me, where if you just flip it around, you get a complete opposite meaning. But it's also really cool. There are a bunch of examples of this. Another one is Worst Day Ever, which is basically the same thing. So go check it out. So this was a pretty short video, but I hope you enjoy the content inside it, the 3 poems. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.